Dick Store Day 2. The station's loving my dick drunks. Today's special, Dick's very own interdictor. Yes, ladies, it's primed and ready. It's a dick promise. Yeah, I'm not even sure where I'm going anymore with these. Still fun to make. Anyways, it's time for some optionals, and frankly, there are only two parts. This and the other one. And here I was thinking that utilities were boring. But this on the other hand is just too easy to separate. Hey, there you go. Oh, but before that, this video is brought to you by my merch store. Want a cool looking t-shirt, a sticker, or even a mug? Well, check out my merch store. Link for that down below. And here we are, away from the stupid and on to what constitutes as leftovers. Well, the only choice tier for optional module engineering. Frankly, again, it's the case of the few things that are so good that they overshadow the rest. For optionals though, that's not all, but regardless, we're not here to discuss the design, but rather the consequences. And as per usual, upgrades go first. Previous parts I did mention that interdictor is comparable to scanners and how useless it is to take long range. Well, this is what we're left over with, and that is the extended arc thing. Basically, it increases your ability to capture things from a wider angle. By default it's 50, and now with the upgrade it's 100. Fucking 100. So you can start interdicting anyone from beyond 90-degree angle. Which frankly is also another reason why Supercruise causes imbalance and why open play and player protection is not fair. So yeah, I'd say it's a bit too good, but hey, what do I know? Next up then we have the leftover for the shield cell, the rapid charge. Now, listen, as is, shields are powerful as fuck and in fact OP. So what do you think does the consumable shield charge do to this already good shield status? Well, obviously turns it to 11. And the only thing that stands in the shield cell's way is the feedback cascade rails. The only thing. And when the railgun's rate of fire is more than 1 second. With the upgraded rapid shield cell, your opponent only has less than 2 seconds to notice and shoot you. That's not a lot of time to cancel it out. So you see, this upgrade alone is quite powerful counter indeed, and frankly, I don't think it needs to exist. I mean, if shields were balanced, then maybe, yeah? But as is, this is a counter to a counter, retaining the status quo. So obviously, that's the only pick. After that depressing rant, next up we have the subjects of the tirade, the base upgrades for shields. See, there are basically two opposite thinking approaches to shield defenses. The capacity based, represented by a reinforced upgrade, where you stack the base shield as high as possible so that your boosters, which would have to pick up the slack on the resistances, would get the better boost from the base shield. Or resistance builds, represented by thermal upgrade. Here, thermal is used instead of multiweave due to shields really just missing thermal resistances. These shield builds have very little total strength, and generally speaking also lower total capacity, due to resistances actually having a hard cap unlike capacity. But the benefit of these shields comes from the difference for each hit point that is regenerated. Plus these shields have a way more beneficial synergy with the shield cell banks. You know, due to them replenishing the same amount of shields, means that the one that gets the better benefit is the one that manages to use each hit point more effectively. Generally, I try to use biweave shields with reinforced base and balanced booster build, so that I get most calculated shield capacity. That is, including resistances. Negatives of that build is that shield cells just simply won't be the most beneficial for that sort of a thing, but since I never use them, I get a little bit of extra regen from the biweave and best capacity possible. Frankly, this is a hard toss-up, and if you know how to dodge a lot of fire, then I guess the resistance build will be basically unkillable. But even that one has, you know, limits, like plasma accelerators. Still, pick wisely. And here we come to the only sensible choice for the hull reinforcements, the heavy duty. First, it gives you massive amounts of hull, in fact the most hull. And second, it gives you positive resistances. So fuck any resistance specific upgrades. This is the only thing you need. End of story. Oh, and finally the extended probulator drill dildo machine that detailed surface scanner has. It's the only upgrade, so it's literally the only choice. And that's about it. Oh shit, I forgot the experimentals! Recycling cell. Oh, less shield per second, but more overall. Yeah, I can take that. Really is about the only thing that's worth it. And then we have the fast charge versus high cap for shields. Just like with thermal and reinforced base upgrades, these two experimentals are up for debate as they will depend on your flying style. And finally, deplating. Really the only useful experimental for hull anyway, so isn't that just lovely? One choice to rule them all. Anyways, there you have it, the so-called only choice tier for optional modules. I really think that you just came here to listen to shields or hull, so yeah, that kind of doesn't surprise me. In which case, well hey, let me know which camp you are in for the shields. Are you the prismatic overjuiced bastard camp, where everyone has the 13,000 raw shields? Or are you in the camp resistance, where if somebody uses plasma accelerators, you might as well just give up right away, since, you know, plasmas have 60% absolute damage, which does not get affected by resistances? Or maybe you're like me, the middle ground guy, maxing out the shield strength including resistances. Well, let me know down below. And hey, while you're at it, subscribe and check the Patreon too, if you want to support the work that I put in these videos and whatnot else. Regardless, do share the video and all that wonderful stuff, and well, do check out the other parts of the series or the previous part for this one. As for me, well, I'm off to engineer another day. Oh God, help me. I think I cooked my Corvette a bit much. Whoopsie! Yeah, it's having some unforeseen discharge here. Yay! Oh no, that's bad. Whoops!